Really, guys? Yo. So, are you gonna come out to lunch with us or what?
Huh? Don't you have anything more to say than that, Coda? Get your ass up. Come on. Matsune's really not in the mood to deal with your shit today.
I'll just eat lunch here, okay?
Huh? You're giving us lip now? I guess you won't be needing this stuff then.
We told you to get your ass up, you little slut. Oh, maybe you've started fucking guys on your lunch break now?
You're out here living the dream, aren't you?
Enough! Get your ass up!
What's the fucking holdup, Coda? You should be thanking us for even inviting you to come.
So slow. I can't fucking stand you.
Well, damn. So much for my appetite. You guys are making me sick.
Hey, who the fuck said that? We're making you sick, huh? You guys talking about us?
You see anyone else being assholes? Of course he's talking about you.
Yeah, I've about had it with you punks. This shit's getting old.
The fuck?
Ganging up on the same girl day after day make you feel real big?
Unfucking believable that it takes 3 of them to do the job.
Seriously, you guys? You're taking Coda's side here? You know she's just a whore, right?
You okay, Koda-san? Just ignore these losers.
How low can you go? Calling someone a whore isn't gonna win you any points.
Right? Let's hear it for the picture of purity over here.
What the hell? Hey!
She can dish it, but she can't take it. Hope the boys are watching.
What?
What the fuck, man? If you want to talk shit, say it to my face.
What part of this don't you understand?
Yeah. You know what, guys? It's true. You guys just need to leave her alone.
He's right. He's totally right. What's your problem with her anyway?
Yeah, Coda didn't do anything wrong, guys.
Exactly. so back off Koda-san already.
Stop acting like little punks. Get the hell out of here.
Weren't you guys going to lunch? Go choke on a chopstick.
Oh, how does it feel now?
Just get going, would you?
Yeah. Toss them out.
What in the hell is going on here?
Hey, Matsu. Fuck this.
Yeah. Let's just go.
Fuck it.
Wow. I've never seen those kids band together like that.
They all knew what was going on in there now. It can be hard to speak up even when you know something happening right in front of you is wrong. Not so different from adults, right?
Yagami-san, was everything we just witnessed part of your plan?
It's just psychology. There's this concept called the bystander effect. According to the psychologists, when a person witnesses an incident, there's 3 things that run through their mind if other people are in the vicinity. 1, if no one else acts, it must not be urgent. 2, if no one else acts, I don't have to take action either. And 3, if I take action alone, I'll embarrass myself. The result? Everybody stands there and nobody takes action. I just figured if I could get even one person to step up and raise their voice, it would spur the rest of them to push past their inability to act. Penguins are the same way. You ever seen a flock of them hesitating to take a leap into the sea? One takes the first plunge and the others all start following after him.
The first penguin, you say? It's a fascinating term for a display of bravery. I've heard it said that overseas in America, the first penguin is a symbol of respect.
So for Yagami-shi, that would mean your voice was the first penguin in that classroom.
I can't say for certain this resolved your bullying problem. But here's hoping it's at least a good first step.
They're gone. You should be safe from them for a while.
What do you say we monitor the situation for now? Might not be wise for adults to intervene just yet.
I suppose your plan has worked out for the better. But it should be teachers and administrators handling these.
You know what?
Then if you'll excuse me.
Oh, come on, man. Lighten up a little. You didn't have to rub it in her face.
You know what she thinks? She thinks we're some bums off the street.
Well then, I apologize on her behalf. Hard to admit this at my age, but I learned quite a bit from it.
I wouldn't go that far.
Good stuff, Yagami-san. Naturally. I knew you would deliver.
Sorry, I have to take this. Hey, this is Yagami.
This is Shiosaki. Do you have a minute?
Sure.
I have a rather urgent request for you. It concerns a trial we've been involved with.
Listen, Sari-san, I'm a little busy. I don't know if I can take a rush job at the moment. We aren't even in Kawamocho right now. Actually, I'm in Yokohama.
Really? That's interesting.
I'm helping Sugiura out with a case for his new agency. We're on site right now. At Serio High School. Sari-san? You there?
Serio High? Somewhere near Eugene-cho? Is that the school?
Have you heard of it?
A college-age student teacher from that school went missing about 2 months ago. It was all very sudden.
Huh. I think I heard something about that, actually.
He himself was a Serio High graduate. He'd returned to his alma mater to finish his teaching credential.
Just a sec. How do you know so much about this?
The teacher's name is Hiro Mikoshiba, and his body was discovered a few days ago. They found him in one of Ijincho's abandoned buildings.
Huh?
The body was badly decomposed, but Kanagawa police have just released his identity. Moments ago, in fact.
Moments ago?
This is gonna end today?
Thing is, someone else knew Mikoshiba was dead, before the police even confirmed it. A sex offender, Akihiro Ehara. I defended him in court. The day Mikoshiba disappeared, Ehara was arrested at the station for groping. He's also an active duty officer.
So you're saying he committed the murder too?
No. The victim was still alive while Ehara was at the station in Tokyo committing sexual battery. He was caught and arrested on the spot. And he's been in jail for the 2 months since.
So if I have this right, he has an alibi for the murder?
Right. But there's more to it. A few days ago, someone lit flares at the location of Mikoshiba's body. It obviously couldn't have been Ehara, so I suspect that's the real culprit. But whoever that is somehow connected to Ehara.
Yeah. Otherwise, there's no other way he could have known about the body.
Exactly. There's clearly more to Ehara than an officer turned groper. More than likely, he's an accomplice to murder.
Okay. So do we have a motive?
4 years ago, Ehara's only son hung himself in their home. He was a student at Seiryō High at the time. And the way Ehara sees it, his death was the result of bullying at the hands of his classmate, Mikoshiba.
You mean it's revenge? In that case, could he possibly have hired someone else to kill the guy in his stead?
It's highly likely. As for my request, I'd like to see what you can find out. Mikoshiba's murder is too suspicious. Up until today, I wrote Ehara off as just another train groper. But he got arrested for that on the exact day that Mikoshiba was killed. It can't be a coincidence.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better alibi than being arrested for a different crime, right? Otherwise, the cops would have pinned him as suspect number 1.
But groping as an alibi? Why go to all that trouble? There had to have been a better way than that. I'm worried. As his attorney, I have to admit there's a chance Ehara planned this, which means I've made a critical oversight. Even worse, I let a misguided court issue a verdict. I can't allow that to stand. I need to reconsider both the harassment and the murder, because I think the truth is these cases are one and the same.
All right. Well, what can I do for you?
Can you see if anyone at Seiryō High will talk about Mikoshiba? Right now, we need more information. And the first thing we should focus on is how and why he disappeared. That could give us a lead.
So, does it mean you're hiring me?
It does. Consider it an official request, if you would.
Okay, I'm on it. No better feeling than when the jobs line up perfectly.
Ijincho, Yokohama. A harbor town where rotting secrets rarely stay uncovered. The deceased was a student teacher who had vanished from a high school Yagami was investigating. Yet the linchpin to this case, a police officer named Ehara, was arrested for a different crime, a train groping that shocked the nation. Upon hearing the verdict, Ehara gave the court an ominous revelation: that the son he had lost was avenged.
Before I go all in, can we go...
Sure. Akihiro Ehara, age 53. Senior off. He'd been stationed in Shinjuku and lived alone in Tokyo. That is.
Lived alone? Unmarried
his wife
then?
moved to Yokohama without him 7 years ago, when their son, Toshiro-kun, ended up taking his life in his 3rd year.
And the couple never reconciled, huh?
Apparently his wife wanted nothing to do with him from that. That's it for personal details.
All right.
As for the charge, Ehara's maintained his innocence. We've had no luck getting him to budge. Mind you, the prosecution has plenty against him. Security cameras...
The same footage the media was plastering on TV?
Yes. Although some of it was...
Hard to dispute something you can see right in front. And what about when they handed down the verdict? Ehara...
Yeah.
Your Honor, in a warehouse, the body belongs to a guy named Hiro Mikoshiba.
Ehara seemed convinced that Mikoshiba had to get his justice. He even took Seiryō. However, the court ruled against him, claiming there was no... I still need to dig into the court record of that case to see
Sounds
if
like I'm on deck then. I've got the chairman of Seiryo High himself.
Are you talking about...
I don't know how you pull these things off, Yagami-san.
I'm listening.
Mikoshiba's murder hasn't been made public yet, so the Kanagawa police will investigate the school soon enough.
They'd show us the door, lock it by...
Exactly. Oh, and before I send you Mikoshiba's...
What's that?
Ehara's ruling was the day before yesterday. That means we only have 13 more days to potentially file an appeal. If we don't make our move, Ehara will walk out of... And once his case is closed, it would take a miracle to get it reopened.
Right.
I'm sorry to give you a time limit instead of a violation.
Don't worry. I'll have to make do.
Thanks.
Yo.
Sorry. Give me one more sec. Actually, Kaito-san, can I fill you in later? I need to get some answers from the chairman.
Hmm? May I help you with something, Yagami-san?
You sure can. Only thing is, where to start? Remember how you told me about a student teacher when... This is him, right? Hiro Mikoshiba.
How do you have that photo?
I'd like to ask a bit about him in relation to a
What?
I'm afraid I can't give you any details. This request comes from... I'm sure you understand. I know that isn't much consolation. But if it's any comfort, I would never disclose it.
But don't you see? Mikoshiba...
I promise. I'll tell you everything I can when I can.
Very well.
I'll start with the basics. Mikoshiba-kun was a graduate here, correct?
That's correct.
How long was he supposed to be here?
3 weeks, originally. It was as if all was well, then... Or, at least, that's...
Were you two not that close?
No. We'd had barely exchanged a word since...
Wasn't there a pretty dark rumor about Mikoshiba-kun 4 years back?
However, in the subsequent lawsuit, that the court found no evidence of bullying.
But you had your doubts, didn't you? So you called...
Well, the tragedy from 4 years ago does weigh on us.
Well, you say that. Yet why would the head of a school hire detectives to potentially even...
Well, for one thing, then there's the issue of bullying being recorded, and I should mention, I'm the one who takes the fall.
That's fair. But what that still doesn't...
I'm not sure...
Could this be what riled you up?
But this is...
This is footage of Akihiro Ihara 2 months ago, captured up in Tokyo. The man was an active duty police officer, so of course it made the rounds in the media. But you already knew all that. After all, he's the one who sued your school on account of what his son endured here. Bullying that led to suicide.
Well, that's undeniable.
And now that he's in the spotlight, any more... The police would dig up that suicide in no time, regardless of whatever the court... They might even reach the conclusion. I get the feeling that's why we're really here.
Oh, I see now. Our job's to sniff out...
That's simply not
You
true.
sure about that? The thought never even crossed your mind?
Perhaps it did. Every time I saw Ihara-san on TV.
I can assure you, Chairman, I'm not here to cause any trouble.
In that case, you should speak with Sawa-sensei.
Her?
See? I told you we should have...
How was I supposed to know?
So, would you like me to call her back here?
No, thanks. I should go see her myself.
In that case, you may want to go downstairs and
Perfect.
see if she's...
I've got another chance to
Sorry,
shoot my
Kaito-san, but I'm fielding this one alone. Tsukumo, you guys can clear out too.
What? You're benching all of us? Just like that?
I don't understand the meaning.
If I had time to explain, I would. Just
I'm sorry. Did you need something, sir?
Oh.
She should be back shortly.
Well, I just need to have a quick word with her is all.
It's right over there. The one with all the English books.
Thank you.
What are you doing here? I thought you'd have gone by now.
Yes, well, I need to ask you a couple things.
Such as?
Such as how close you were to Hiro Mikashiba.
What?
I heard from Chairman Okuda you were mentoring him as a...
Why do you of all people want to know?
Did you notice anything unusual before he disappeared? Any sign of trouble he might have had?
I can't say for sure. He just stopped showing up one day.
Is that really all you can tell me?
I said that's all.
You know what, let's start over. Why don't we talk... You were already a teacher here by then.
Mm-hmm.
Back when a student here committed suicide, and Mikoshiba-kun's name came up as...
Yes, but...
So he wasn't involved in any teasing?
I teach English, and that's what I was focused on. And during his time in training, I was...
He's not the type to bully, then?
I would say...
Then why would those rumors exist in the first place?
You're asking the wrong person. 4 years ago, the court determined this school was not responsible.
You mean Ihara-san's lawsuit? Well, I'm sure you...
Yes, but what of it? What exactly...
I believe Ihara-san still thinks his son killed himself because of Mikoshiba-kun.
Let me ask you something.
By all
Yagami.
means.
What are you trying to accomplish? Didn't you finish this whole business with the chairman? If that wasn't enough, you got security called on you. You should have had the sense to leave long before now.
Believe me, once I learn what I need about Mikoshiba...
In that case, you've
One last question. You and the chairman both mentioned how Mikoshiba-kun got along with the students here. Anyone in particular?
The kids in the Mikoshiba-kun was in that club back when he was a...
The basketball club. That includes the gang from before, right?
Yes. They all spent...
All right. With that, I'll get...
Just a minute!
Kaito-san, you there?
Why? You certainly
don't be like...
You enjoy playing teacher.
You mean, did I enjoy getting eviscerated? That aside, I did get some interesting intel.
Huh?
I want to find those bullies in the basketball club.
So I do have a purpose.
Thanks. I'll start scoping out...
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
Close one. Almost got it.
Huh?
You're Koda-san from Class 2 too, right? Basketball too?
Yeah?
You have a second? I have some questions about a student teacher who taught classes here named Mikoshiba.
Ow! Really? Yo, you read me talk? That posse of little shitheads just went strutting into the gym with some bats.
Kaito-san, can you at least try to warn me a little sooner next time?
Why? You worried?
Hey! Why are you still here, asshole? Who the hell are you anyway?
Talking pretty big for taking a cheap shot while my back was turned.
You had it coming, shady old fuck!
Coda! Hey, you been spilling anything to this guy?
I didn't say anything.
I'll fill you in. I was asking her about Mikoshiba, a student teacher who disappeared from school not too long ago. You guys know him, right? The basketball club would.
Don't bother trying to talk to us like we're your fucking friends, asshole.
I wanna bash your fucking skull in. You'll die before I tell you shit.
You wiped the floor with us yesterday. Only fair for you to take a handicap.
I don't mind at all. Sure. All good. But it's still gonna be pretty one-sided.
You're so full of shit. I'm gonna kick your ass!
You've got a lot of guts for your age, kid. But come on. You really need a better outlet for all that aggression.
Let me go!
Just what on earth is going on in here?
Hey. Let's roll out.
I'm gonna do you a favor here and leave out the part about the bats.
Are you even listening?
Yes, ma'am. We were just horsing around a bit. Right?
Just horsing around is right.
You really are unbelievable. Why are you attacking defenseless students on their school property? How many times must I tell you to leave our
For what it's worth, the chairman asked me to...
Oh, good. Let's drag him in. How should our chairman explain you to the mob of irate parents that will be at his... Don't worry, there's a very good reason we hired these
Not the words I'd use.
If I hear anything else about you, anything, I'm going straight to the press. Oh, and your attire is atrocious. When you show up at a school, at least try to look the part. Now go home.
You hear all that, Kaito-san?
I'm afraid Sawa-sensei's made her point clear. After all, you've satisfied...
Wait. Okay, how about this? You can hire me on as a teacher. That way, I can stay on campus no problem, right?
But you can't teach without a license.
No, but I do have a lawyer's badge. How's that for...
You're a lawyer? Well, that certainly...
Can't we work something out?
I'm afraid something isn't all though. There is always the off chance that you can serve it.
Yeah, like a club advisor. Do you happen to have a kung fu club? I've got a few tricks I could...
No, there's nothing of the sort. And on the...
That's...
Me again. I say it's time we hightail. No use sitting around on our asses, right?
I can't. Not until I find something for Sari-san.
Suit yourself.
Aha! Stop.
Huh?
I knew it. Suspicion could...
Can I help you?
Actually, you already have. I didn't think you...
I'm sorry, but do I...
They always say perpetrators return to the scene of the crime.
Monsieur Voyeur? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about your pervy little...
Yeah, you lost me. Now, if you don't mind, I'm kind of in the middle of...
Oh, no, you don't! I have irrefutable proof of your crime. Why, the very shoes on your feet. You're wearing the exact same sneakers as the...
Okay, what is happening here? Sorry, but your evidence is my shoes? In fact, I'm probably not the only person with this exact pair.
Huh. Your shoe style is... You see, before the pervert arrived, I had covered the floor around the camera with a clear polymer that shines under black light.
Huh?
It's an oil-based substance, so it lasts a few days. Your soles are stained with it, which means you came bum while wearing the very evidence of... Lamenting your misfortune already? That's what you get for crossing the...
Mystery Research Club.
Now, if you'll follow me to the faculty room,
Oh, wait,
Monsieur...
just hold on, okay? There's no way I'd have noticed an invisible substance on my... But even if I did step in some mystery goop, with so many people on campus, any number of them could have walked over that spot.
No, only the perpetrator stepped. And of course, I had the PE teacher who... Why don't you just give it...
There's no way... But even if I... With so many people...
No, and of course... Why don't you just... There's no escape, sir. I have even... The camera may be gone. But fortunately, with that, I determined everything there is. Turns out it's an online exclusive where I to supply this information to the police. After all, the shop would have no choice but to... Do I need to spell it out in... Therefore, I think it would be...
Let's say...
A chat?
Yeah. Now, I can't give out any details. So, I'd like to resolve this as amicably as possible.
I will agree to one thing only, and make no mistake, I will not be...
Hey, look at me. Do I really look like a perp?
Well...
Right? So, drop
but
the monsieur...
I would be an utter...
What?
No matter where or when the story, this trope carries over into the real world as well. So the fact...
Really?
If you think you can fool this Mr...
Suspicious. You're Kyoko Amasawa-san, right?
So what if I am?
I saw your flyer. Sounds like your club...
You're not wrong. Our current advisor got married and quit teaching. And we can't find anyone else. On top of that, the chairman's been reluctant to bring in any... But your arrival marks our revival. It would also prove the value of the MRC. So the chair...
Well, that all sounds fine on paper. But the real life... You'll need a competent professional in your area of interest.
When you put it that way...
Right? So here's my proposition. How about you make me...
You? Advise the MRC?
Why not? A Kamurocho base...
You're a detective?
Oh yeah. I'm Takayuki Yagami from the Yagami Detective Agency. I was asked to come investigate your school.
So then, the hidden camera...
I'll let you deduce that yourself. Clank, but I will say one thing. I'm here to...
If he wasn't shooting up skirts, rather, who was he trying to see? Who put him up to?
Listen, as I was trying to say, becoming your advisor could work out well for both of us. I'm not done here by a long shot. One of your teachers is bent on seeing me...
Really? Who?
Sawa-sensei. She thinks I'd... But, if I were to advise your club, it'd be... So what do you think? It's a win-win situation, wouldn't you say? Oh, and if it's experience you want, believe me...
The purpose you stated for being... But I will not be persuaded, so I propose...
A test?
Right this way, please.
What? Hey!
Who's this, sis?
This is Yagami-san, our new advisor candidate. However, I intend to test him first. See if he's legitimate.
Fine by me. I'm Kento Amasawa, and your sister's as nosy as mine. You've got to step up your game.
Please have a seat, Yagami-san.
After you.
Oh, how kind of you. So, Amasawa-san, back to the topic at hand here. So, getting back to this test of yours.
Yes. So that being, I'd also be a fool to take you at...
Well, the caution.
Then you shouldn't mind if I test, and once that's over, we'll either accept you as our mentor...
I get the picture.
Actually, we've been dealing with a rather
riskier...
Well, it's about a... Yagami-san, have you ever heard of a sugar...
Huh? You mean a younger girl getting paid?
You know it. Now, our current case involves one such sugar baby. It seems that one of our dance club girls has grown a reputation. Unfortunately, I've yet to pin down...
All you know is she's in dance? Well, I understand why you'd want to know more. She in danger?
The issue at hand is that she... Well, we found this out online, but apparently this girl's pretty infamous for what they call her... vanity. She strings the mark along. She gets a large upfront payment for promising to...
Okay, I can see how that might make her enemies, but, I mean, he's paying to date an underage girl and he...
You're not wrong. Problem is, her latest mark of, I believe, rape and murder were his...
Oh, yeah. That's a concern.
And now he has his gang roaming this... I'd say that establishes the risk. As soon as we found out, we've been trying to...
Yeah, I get it now. If we
I
don't
think we're finally seeing... After all, the truly artful detective can solve...
That's not quite how it works, but sure. Could you tell me what the Mystery Research Club...
So, primarily, we function as a book club, but when the opportunity... And by that...
Oh, you mean go sleuth? I've got to say, as a potential advisor...
Oh, don't get me wrong. We don't do this. If we could all be armchair...
Yeah, don't I know?
Unfortunately, that is... Say our investigatory senses were... Why, letting such a case slip away...
While I do admire your passion...
Then shouldn't we hand you off to the authorities?
Well, now, let's not be hasty.
I take it you see my point then. Some case...
You make some valid points. In any case, now that the situation... Just tell me where to start.
It is said that the great Sherlock Holmes was from helpless old woman to shifty-eyed vagrant.
So, you want me to go undercover?
Yep. Any detective worth... You're going to infiltrate the dance club as an advisor.
Wait. You want me?
If it's required, then yes. Those girls are a close-knit group. However, if a cool...
But how am I supposed to be a convincing advisor?
That's okay. It's rare for their advisors to get up and...
Oh, great.
If it's any consolation, their current advisor... Just give them a few pointers. Act...
Easy peasy?
I'm sure you can figure that out. That is...
I guess I'll have to prevail.
Good, then let's move. They're in the gym basement, in case you didn't know.
I know her test might be tough, Yagami-san.
Huh?
Where's the cap? Ah, right there.
Something's not...
Sayaka Nishizono. I'd like a word with you.
Hey, aren't you...
Amasawa from the Mystery Research...
Oh, great. The MRC. What do you want with us? We're not up to anything.
Calm down. I'm not here to expose your secrets to the work. To preface this, I noticed your club advisor...
Yeah, apparently he got really sick.
Right, and it must be rough trying to choreograph...
Yeah, and we've got a meet coming.
I see. Then the stars really did a—
What? Listen, Senpai, I know we might...
Don't worry, you don't owe me for this. I'm offering you a potential advisor as a token of goodwill.
Potential?
The important thing is...
Help with their routine.
Oh my gosh, really? This is just what we needed. You know, I can... So how long have you been a pro dancer?
I'm not.
Oh, so modest. I've been literally racking my brain. Oh, I'm so glad that's on you now.
Whoa, time out. I'm missing some important qualifications here.
Yagami-san, this is your Reichenbach Falls moment. You need to dive headfirst into the challenge. Don't you get it?
No?
Do you think we can get... We've been practicing and practicing. We all know our moves and everybody's got rhythm, but it feels like we're still missing something, you know? It's really kind of down to the wire to be figuring this stuff out, but I... So can I ask for your first impression? Does our routine need more going on, or...
You know, it's hard to say what's going on at this point.
I shouldn't have to say this, but keen observation is elementary for a detective.
And?
And you need to tell them what you observed. You did have your eyes open, didn't you?
Isn't your routine a little tame?
Spice it up how? You mean like we need skimpy...
What part of this is a high school don't you...
Yeah. So, the music's not a bad, but it'll take more than your average dance mix. Have you considered traditional enka?
Enka? Well, but we can't
They have the rhythm, they know their moves. She told you all that. Besides, it'd be demoralizing to make them reset...
I think your performance could use a little more
flair.
Well, you're already in perfect sync, but how to put it? You were right. It needs some...
I see what you mean. Maybe we are just... If only we could come... Oh, maybe...
Ah. Let's take apart what could give you the edge you need. What if you guys also sang? Like the...
Sorry?
Think about it. A group who can sing...
I mean, maybe, but can we...
Right. Why not incorporate Kung Fu?
Did you
Sure
just...
did. Throw a few kicks and punch...
That's actually not... Yeah. And it's not like... But we don't know the first thing about...
Well, you're in luck. Kung Fu happens to...
No way!
It's my own style.
Perfect!
I
So will you...
guess I'm gonna...
Sweet! Then let's get a quick...
Wait.
Let's see... Of
Really?
course. How else are we gonna learn? Look up some random videos? We'll get to analyze your moves, your footwork, your...
I wouldn't get your hopes up, though. But what if my stuff doesn't fit your routine at all?
So, you're not gonna help us...
If you're giving up after stringing them along...
Hold it.
Huh?
You know what? I think I can wing it well enough. I've never done this before, though, so don't get
don't
mad
be
at
so hard on yourself. You're gonna do... Okay, what we'll do first is show you while you're watching, keep an eye out for the parts that keep...
Sure. Good plan.
Okay, so... In there. Now...
Oh, but you know what?
That's
May
a
as well-
spirit. Ready for the music?
freaking dance.
Yagami-san, you're officially the best! Incredible.
Oh, he's amazing! That was amazing! Wow! Wait, is that I could never do that! Gosh, I hope he doesn't knock someone out! See it? Oh, look at that! Did you see that? Yagami-san, what was
Believe
that?
me, I'm just winning is part skill and
I don't think a seasoned athlete.
Yagami-san, that was incredible! You're not just a pro, you're
giving
no
an
way
amateur
an
weight.
amateur moves like that. You're something else. Maybe you don't realize it, but you have a gift for this. Well, whatever you call it, we're gonna use. You seriously
hey,
saved our.
I'm just glad it all worked out.
If it's okay to ask, could ever since our advisor stopped showing, we could all use some guidance from someone we can trust.
If you guys will have me, then sure.
Oh, you're the best!
I think it's time we headed back now, Yagami-san.
So, did I pass? I'd say I made plenty of head.
Indeed, you have. Honestly, I'm still in shock over how every time I've tried to approach her, she reacts like.
Gee, I wonder why.
Well, all the more reason we.
Oh, I'm amazing now.
Yeah. Also, I have another theory as to why you.
Yeah?
So, a hired detective shows spreading through the news like wildfire is put those pieces together, and you're. But I wouldn't want to hamper. At any rate, Yagami-san, I'll go ahead, and that is to say, I'll formally request you.
Well, that'd be great. But do you really think?
Sure, so long as you're officially considered. Also, we do need another faculty member as a supervisor, but that their only responsibility is signing the paperwork. Our school makes you jump through a lot of hoops just.
Yeah, sounds like they won't let in just anybody.
Yep, nope. The chairman actually promised to sign off on whoever we chose. Well, I made.
What? Really? He told me the club's already had advisors and left it at that.
Typical. I doubt he wants to actually keep his word. He probably thinks the MRC is a big enough Well, with all that said, welcome to the Mystery Research Club. Can't wait to see a real detective in action.
Hey, you'll get your chance. And it's a pleasure to be on board.
Oh, when you have a spare moment, I'd like your advice on another case we're monitoring.
What, you've got some?
Yes. In fact, the sugar baby may be but a single, but that's a lot to digest, I know.
Okay. Not quite sure how. How to process. Hey guys, how we all doing? Sweating it out on some layups?
Who are
Name's
you?
Yagami. I've been the MR, and I need to ask the basketball club a few questions. There was a student teacher who used to hang around here as recent as...
Oh yeah, Mikashiba-san.
Anyway, he stopped showing up out of nowhere. Okay, scratch that. Then, what kind of teacher...
I wouldn't say jerk, but yeah, I mean, he.
The club was really good back in his day. That's probably why he had us.
So, would you say he would...
I guess. Wait, where's Koda and them?
Oh, from class 2-2? I don't know. I haven't seen Matsu, Nakane, anyone.
Something special about
Well,
class...
yeah. Koda's in 2-2, and she was Mikoshiba.
Star pupil. I do know who you're talking about, by the way.
In a way, Mikoshiba sensei worked her harder because she hadn't played basketball till high school.
See, most of us already had. So, anyone starting as late as now has to be really. Mikashiba sensei knew that too. I'd say he.
Sounds like the model.
If you say so. But I'm not sure Koda felt that way. Mikashiba sensei might have just thought it was tough. Like, he'd make her shoot and then go, see?
Are you saying he would mock her?
That makes it sound bad.
Hey,
He was-
wasn't Mikashiba sensei the one who started the whole arousing thing? He said the way she held the ball was arousing. Said it was her main
That's not true. She's got a nice
That's
chest,
fair.
too.
Anyway, when Mikoshiba sensei stopped coming, the guys in 2-2. Okay, what did Koda do to him?
Are you implying they had a...
Beats me. Mikashiba sensei did anything like that?
Yeah, people like to gossip, but.
Maybe Koda-san's the reason he was always so fun.
The writing on her
she's
hand.
the.
It wasn't some
Are we?
Last thing. Where are Koda-san and the others?
No. Everyone's.
Maybe they're still in their classroom?
Okay, then I think that about...